Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And we're underway. Sao Paulo have opted for a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, the obvious standout in today's football in this system is that it provides you with extra presence in attack. With many shaky defences about, getting the right partnership in that department can pay rich dividends as long as there's a good early supply. So playing two strikers can be a real help to this team. I mean, 4-4-2 these days, Peter, gets a lot of criticism, but it's unfair. Any system can work if you've got the right players.
Rijkaard gets on his bike and on the move. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Someone I really like a lot, Peter, is Matthijs de Ligt. You can't get much better than him when it comes to taking the ball up the pitch into midfield and then linking up with his midfielders and his attackers, sometimes driving even further forward. He really is amongst the very best in the world at doing this.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. That was mighty close. Beckenbauer. Pass somewhat off target. This might spell danger. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's Messi. He's had a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Either side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Kimmich. Now it's Mbappe. Schneider. And here's the chance to counter. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Konate. Now Kaká. And he's had it nicked away. David Villa. David Villa! And for a moment, time stood still. Wan-Bissaka. Konate. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Wilshere. And it's Wilshere. This is a promising build-up. Now Mbappe. Konate is given the time to pick a pass. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Knocks it into space. Wilshere. Raul. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. He's going for goal! Oh, it's come off the upright. Zanetti, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. That's a little off target. Raul is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
That's going to go a long way. Konate. And Wan-Bissaka. And it's Kaka. Rijkaard going forward. Schneider. Played back into the centre. David Villa. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Wan-Bissaka. Oh, terrible pass. I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Chiellini gets a foot in here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Schneider. Now that looks a decent ball. Wilshere. And it's Wilshere. And here's Messi. Now a Droll. Nice interception, well timed. De Ligt goes back to front. That has not gone well. Rijkaard. Raul. And it's Schneider. Raul.
Cabo Verde are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Messi. He's having a pop! A real chance and a real let-off.
A message to the wise, it's probably better to try and get him behind that defence than try that over and over.
Martinez. Now Gakpo. Oh, no joy this time. Albert Ferrer. And it's half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, Peter, there's only one team in it. They might not have made the most of their chances so far, but I see no signs of frustration creeping in. Maybe a bit of fine-tuning during the break, and they should get their reward in the second half.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
Senhoras e senhores, vamos desejar feliz aniversário de casamento a dos nossos sócios torcedores.
So the action resumes.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
And that was asking for too much. Beckenbauer. Zanetti. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Albert Ferrer. Haaland producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. He's found the way through. Schneider. And it's Schneider. Messi, a player who needs no introduction.
Cabo Verde have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Still absolutely nothing to report here goals-wise. Gakpo. And it's Rodri. Kimmich. Kaka powering going forward here. A lovely bit of skill. Kimmich. And here's Haaland. And the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Haaland really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Haaland! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Substituição no time do São Paulo.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Camisa 22. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 11. Neymar. Camisa 10.
It is still anyone's game, 0-0.
Em andamento.
Bellingham. Cabo Verde perhaps contemplating their next change here. Messi. Back towards the middle. Now it's Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Neymar wants to run onto this. And claimed it back swiftly. Takes a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. It'll be a throw-in. And it's Kimmich. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Cabo Verde are looking to break at pace. Wilshere. Neymar. To Martinez. Tries to play it through. Ah, that's a fine interception. Neymar. Mbappe. Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Substituição no time do São Paulo. Camisa 18. Sai Para a entrada do jogador, camisa 21, teremos uma substituição.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's 2A. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Drives it in. Beckenbauer deals with that comfortably.
This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a goal.
He has a look up. Well, they've got it again. Bellingham. Great vision. Kimmich. Messi. And here's Berbatov. It's Griezmann!
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Kimmich does really well there. He is strong. Up Jisung is always looking to play quality balls. That's where it came from.
Foram indicados 2
Doe!
minutos de atraso.
He lifts the roof! Well, would you believe that? Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly. I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Cabo Verde now on the verge of victory, save for a few potentially hectic final moments.
Well, these last few moments are going to be pretty frantic, I would think, as the opposition...
That's at the end. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Doe claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So there we have it, Jim. A game seemingly destined for stalemate, but then the ultimate smash and grab. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. The great team, the people's team, that is what Corinthians have come to be called over the years, and this, of course, is the ultimate sanctuary for those who only see black and white. So that's got things underway. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard, on his day, is one of the world's best, Jim. So how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left side, whether it's to drag people away and isolate them or to combine with central attackers. But he also often plays as a 10, as we know, in a free role.
And is that a new dimension to his game?
No, he's been at that for years, and he's just very good wherever he plants himself.
Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Crosses it. A header! Oh, it's taken a deflection. And that's a throw-in. Schneider, Wilshere, and it's Messi. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Wilshere. Hazard. It's a promising position. He's found a way through. De Bruyne! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Wilshere. Cabo Verde still without a single shot on target. Kimmich. And here's Messi. Messi. Zanetti does really well there. He is strong. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Villa. Wilshere. And that pass just didn't quite work. Not the most convincing of passes. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Wow, look who's involved.
Oh shit.
Messi finding himself in space. Oh, nice touch. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Hops for safety. Edmilson. And Serginho. Martinez. And it's Serginho. And Marquinhos. Kimmich. Knocks it into space. He's on the finish! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Messi is offering a wry smile there.
Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. And it's Wilshere. Marquinhos kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, that's a key interception. Rijkaard. Zanetti. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Hazard. Well, they could break here. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rijkaard. De Bruyne. Now it's Shevchenko. Shifted it to the flank. Serginho. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's Hazard. Played out to the left flank. Played into the box. Oh, great leap! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Chiellini. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. So, into the second half.
Cabo Verde really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. Marquinhos. Shevchenko might just make this. Pinches it off him. David Villa.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And here's Messi. Wilshere has the space to scheme. And this is Sneijder. That's really well cleared. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. De Bruyne. It's a pretty loose pass. Wilshere. Turns back here, probably the best option. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nicely weighted ball. And it's Wilshere. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Messi. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
He's having a pop! And over. Just.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Well, we're still waiting for a goal to report here.
Público presente na
Doué.
partida de hoje.
Oh, good take in a good area.
62.005 espectadores.
De Bruyne.
This is the time you need that pace.
Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Iwobi. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Cabo Verde perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Just eases him off the ball. Messi. Iwobi. Chiellini. Zanetti. And it's Iwobi. The ball has bounced loose now. Takes a shot! And that has left him in a heap. That has been slung wide. Tries to play it through. Can he finish? It's a goal! And late in the day, a telling moment.
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Substituição no time do Corinthians. Camisa 14.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Corinthians have penetrated for the first time.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
And he's been shifted off it. Tries to get it clear. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Shapes to shoot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Iwobi. And here's Doué. Great vision.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now it's Doué. Dembele. He's picked his way through. Drives, impressive jump! And a truly agonising miss.
And that's really unlucky because he didn't do an awful lot wrong then. It's a let-off for that defence.
Marquinhos cuts it out. And he's gone looking for safety.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Corinthians couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
Serginho. That's going right the way across. Now it's Kimmich. Iwobi is, of course, the shrill sound of the whistle, and that is that. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour. So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's away we go then. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Marquinhos, he's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. David Villa. Van Dijk gets a foot in here.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Mbappe! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
That has not gone well. Mbappe. And it's Dembele. And it's Marquinhos. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the through ball, and he's picked it up out wide. Can he finish? He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Schneider goes short. And now they can spring out of defence. Schneider. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Oh, well played, well played. Oh, that's fabulous. Delivered low. Goulet, not the most accurate pass. Messi. Chance! And he's done it! The first significant strike. That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Now he's off and running. That is good alertness. And oh, he's on his own! And Messi! And a neat finish! They are purring, truly purring. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Wilshere. Some really good ball movement. Schneider. Cabo Verde have scored 2 quick goals here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. No way through. Played through into space. Arda Güler. Now it's Trossard. And he's made sure that's not getting through. That's put paid to the danger. And it's Dembele. Cabo Verde are looking to go forward now. Rijkaard. Wilshere. That's been cut out, well played. Mbappe! And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Cabo Verde looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Now it's Raul. It's Raul! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Raul clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Chiellini will play for Rijkaard. This is a promising build-up. Nice sequence of passes, this. Nice interception, well timed. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Cabo Verde clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Messi. No. David Villa. Good read, needed to be. Nicely aimed pass. And the whistle goes for half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Cabo Verde clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
Cabo Verde are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. Here is the first touch of the second half. Trossard. Oh, super find. Van Dijk. Wilshere. Van Dijk makes the interception. Oh, it's Dembele. He can run onto that. Schneider has a look and plays it forward. David Villa gets on his bike and on the move. Schneider. And the shot! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
A case now of complete control. And the shot! Oh, there's a probing ball.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Now it's Schneider. Corinthians appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Oh, that's a key interception. Wilshere. Schneider. Now it's Mbappe. Marquinhos proves too strong. Zanetti. Chiellini. Dixon. And here's Mbappe. No, again there's no way through.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Schneider. He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Now it's Raul. Wilshere. Shot a goal! Oh, good finish. They are are playing them off the park.
Pelo jogador.
He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Camisa 18. Sai para a entrada do jogador. Camisa 24.
So we have movement on both benches. Cabo Verde are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Chiellini deals... Goes for a shot! And it's in! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly. Oh, there's the shot! And that is well cleared. Dembele! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Substituição no time do Corinthians.
Corinthians have opted to make another change here.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Rijkaard. That's a lovely, neat pass. In with the challenge. Half an hour gone in the second half. Rijkaard. And it's Bellingham. Oh, good-looking ball. Knocks it into space. Cabo Verde have their second corner now. Griezmann with the short one. In by Del Piero. Mbappe. And now a sudden chance to counter. Zanetti, the man that is tenacity personified. He's played it back. Now it's Doué. Brilliantly cut out. Fermin. He's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, good take in a good area. And the shot! And yes, it's there! Simplicity itself.
Well, the keeper's clearly not happy, Peter. The least his defence could have done was go to the danger, and that was decidedly lacking.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. And he's been shifted off it. And they've got a throw. And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's away we go then. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, I think it'll be interesting, Peter, to see what challenge the opposition now bring to Araujo. I really rate him because he can cope with pace, he can cope with dribbling wingers, and he's a very valuable asset. And he's become a real focus in that defence.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Messi. Nice bit of trickery. Wilshere unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Messi. Threads one in. And a chance! Oh, off the bar! That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Bellingham. And he's intervened well there. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Now, can they get him away? Schneider's cross. And that is well cleared. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Marquinhos. Araujo. Wilshere. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Still goalless. Now it's Raul. Rijkaard stood up well to him there. Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Villa. Raul. He's got away. Cabo Verde claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Cabo Verde with the corner, there first. They've played it short. Wilshere, and that's played in low. Cannavaro tries to clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Looking for options for movement. Goes for a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? In towards the backs. He's rising! And he's done it! Certain, searing and imperious.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Assegnato al 24esimo minuto, numero 21.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their...
Tries from a long way out. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And here's the chance to counter. Raul. Messi! And yes, it's there! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Cabo Verde restore parity.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
And it's O'Reilly. Wilshere.
Roma really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Chiellini. Schneider going after that. Nicely worked. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Dixon. Looking to play him in. He's been slipped through. And he's heaved it away. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. O'Reilly. Wilshere knocks it into space. No way through. Upamecano gets a foot in here. De Rossi. O'Reilly. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Quality ball. Now it's Villa.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, super ball! And the referee has blown for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. How would you review the first half?
Cabo Verde will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each.
Signore e signori, preparate i biglietti. È ora di annunciare i vincitori dell'estrazione di oggi. Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 20. Viene sostituito con
So once again, we're
30.
underway.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
He's gone for goal. Cabo Verde, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Raul, who's set up one goal so far. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Araujo. He's in a great position here. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Chiellini. Antonetti. Oh, it's come loose. O'Reilly is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Bellingham. Šeško. Messi. Could move up a gear here. Out towards the flank. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Marquinhos. O'Reilly. Rijkaard. Cabo Verde do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Wilshere. David Villa. David Villa is onto this. The ball has bounced loose now. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it.
Não.
Raul. And that is expertly dealt with. Chance here to counter. Araujo. Bellingham. Now he's got space here. Cabo Verde are looking to break at pace. Now that's well seen too. Raul. Messi has found the net here, of course. Now this could be a chance. Knocks it out wide. Doué shoots! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Just about up to 75 minutes. Ball's gone out of play.
Porra do cancelamento não funciona, mano.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 4, numero 21, numero 17.
Chiellini.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 10, il numero 12.
Ah, velho.
And the shot! And he's stuck it away! And they get themselves in front!
Ah, velho.
Truly superb. A goal
Puta
of
que
such
vacilo.
supreme quality, composure and class.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Caralho, velho.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Zanetti. And it's Iwobi. And it's Rijkaard.
Ô, mas caralho.
The Rossi did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Oh, well measured. And this is Van Basten. That's the keeper's ball.
Roma surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Doué tries to pass it through. Incoming and a header! Oh, crossbar! Well taken goal. They're level in a trice.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 9, Lascia il campo per il numero 15.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Cabo Verde drag themselves back again.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
And it's Doué.
Il
2
quarto
minutes to be
indica
added
2
on.
minuti di recupero.
Now he's off and running. And he was quick to react. They huffed and they puffed, but that will be that. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on...